Okay, welcome back. I had to skip a day because I was not feeling good, so I am going to continue with episode 4 of Pool of Radiance. And I click play and just kind of drag this down so that I can get it in my get the gold box companion in the same area. And we'll go ahead and get started. Click over here. Boom. Alright, we're going to load up saved game C. And let's see here. We had just finished trading at the end. We'd gotten Torvald, I believe, up to level 3. Okay. Now, I actually had to restart this recording. And when I did, I noticed that a lot of my characters have a lot of stuff, a lot of money, and now this is going to be a problem because if you notice the encumbrance down there, that is 165 pounds for this guy, and it's made up of his items and of all of that money. So that's actually going to sort of pile into his thing and prevent him from moving around during. I wanted to hit no there. Moving significantly during his adventures. So movement speed is now down to 3, whereas it should be 12 for that character. 9 or 12. Hold on. He's got banded mail, so it should be 9. All right. So I didn't go too far into this in the past, but these are churches here. That's that symbol. This is a bar, and you can tell that it's a bar because it doesn't have the awnings over it. Sorry, I've been sick, so if you hear me coughing, please excuse. The shops all have these little awnings over them. That's how you can tell the difference. So all of the armor things are essentially the same. What we're going to do is we're going to pool, and then my character up here is going to buy some more darts. Okay, and then just join those. So what that does is it takes all that money and reduces it as much as it can to the lowest possible, the largest possible denomination, not the lowest, the largest, so as not to overload all the characters. We're just going to share that. I think this is probably still going to be a problem for some of them. Yeah. So what we should do is probably go. There are a number of things we could do here. We could try some of these shops looking for things. Offers you items for sale. This is not going to be weapons. Let's see here. And we don't really need any of these at the moment. Silver items. So the nice thing about the silver items, so these are of course silver weapons that you would want to use against anything that you would require that would require somebody to kill with silver. It also deliberately makes them more expensive in order to make it essentially something you can sell off later, to absorb some of that money and sort of keep it stored somewhere. If memory serves, he did not identify these, so that'll take up a little bit of gold, not a whole lot. Now, if we come over here, we don't want that. You notice there's this extra little door over here. And so this is sort of a hidden shop. And if you find it, you can actually buy sort of expensive stuff and keep it sort of buy this. And then when you sell it back, you do lose half the price. But at the very least, helps you store an awful lot of gold and stuff like that in an item rather than overloading your character. And he's still overloaded. What the heck? What do we have here? Got rid of a lot of platinum. Oh, it's probably in the gold lightning figurine. Let's give that to Torvald. Still overloaded. He shouldn't be. Halve. And let's trade some of that to one of the other characters. It's a little bit better. We'll have to live with it for now. What we're going to do is we're going to go out adventuring. Let's see here. I was a little sick last time, so let's see here. Is there anything else? Trying to remember what we actually did. Bash. Okay, we already did this adventure. Okay. So, I'm going to save my game there. Okay. The adventure encounter I remember in this area, I think, must have been in that previous area. This little side thing over here. All right. So I have known from the past that this is not a door you want to go through too early in the game. So I am going to come over here, and I'm going to start adventuring in Kuto as well. Now Kuto as well is sort of a little bit higher level area, so yeah, it's more dangerous, but it's also more rewarding. And let's just take care of some of these jerks. Okay, I guess that was what I was going to try to do was set up a backstab there, but it doesn't seem like that was actually necessary. Okay. Still going to try to find a way to set up a backstab. Now, it's more rewarding in terms... Fighting those are more rewarding in terms of XP and in terms of treasure. Okay, bloodthirsty kobolds. There are actually some kobolds that we don't want to fight in this area. But if they're bloodthirsty kobolds, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put my sleep spell here. And that's going to box all of the other kobolds in so that they can't try to run around and do a flanking maneuver. So let's ready that, aim manual. And let's try to take some of these jerks out. Now, Torvald's going to do something called sweeping. Because he's a second or third level fighter, I think, he can attack anything with less than 1 hit die. So, in first edition, hit die was the sort of the same thing as the what we would call challenge rating now. So 1 hit die the hit die itself has the same meaning It's the die that you roll. And the number of die you roll when you're coming up with hit points for your baddies. And essentially that was used the same way that combat rating was now. So essentially, anything with less than one hit die was considered like challenge rating half or a quarter or some junk like that. And so a fighter, if he's attacking something with less than one hit die, he can hit one such creature for each level that he has. Since he's 3rd level, he can actually hit 3 people. Okay, there we go. You know what? Let's see what they have. I don't think any of this stuff is actually going to be useful. So we already have more than enough weapons. Now I believe all of this stuff is more or less empty. Okay, I'm surprised by kobolds this time. Oof. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to stop last time, is them sneaking around and hitting our more vulnerable people. Now, she should actually be in the middle of the back row. How they decide to put all the people in the party never really made sense to me. So I always thought that she should have been in the back row when they do that. So maybe I actually just put her in there. I'm gonna swap her and Reynalo next time I have a chance to camp. I'm gonna try to pick off people in the back over here, so that doesn't happen. Yay! All right. And we're gonna do this. That's the nice thing about sweeping. Whap, boom, whap, boom, whap, boom. Okay, so let's see here. No. Move around, then hit the person. No. Okay, Helen is going to burn another Cure Light Wounds on Yenna. And then another one. Okay, so Mendor's Library. This is yet another area. We're not going to go into the library just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to wander around and just sort of... I don't have to search. I'm going to show you the entire thing. So the library itself, not particularly... the area around it, excuse me, not particularly exciting. There's just like this boundary around the library. Now, when the clerk says we're looking for tomes and stuff from Flan's Past, that's the name of the city we're in, this is a great place to find those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to memorize some spells, because you're not going to be attacked in this area. So let's memorize a bunch of stuff. Okay, so let's see here. He's still level 1-1. He's still got about 600 experience points to go before he levels up. Let's see here. He's getting decently close. And Helen's pretty far away. Torvald is pretty far away. Okay. So let's see. Well, I can go ahead and heal up my characters here. Now, in later games in the same series, they're going to have a fix option here. The fix option just allows you to, it just automates this process. And I forgot to, oh shoot, I wanted to use sleep. This could be bad for her again. Really? You know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to put all of these guys to sleep. Actually, she has AC 2. I'm surprised she actually went down in the last combat. Okay, so now what's going to happen is they're not going to move past... the ones that are still free are not going to move past that one character. I'm going to risk getting hit in the back in order to sort of wipe out these people who are asleep over here. And so essentially they're not going to... What I mean is they're not going to move past him until they fully wrap around. So... that's why I put him where I did, is so that just by dint of the way the AI works in this game, they're not going to try to wrap around and go they're not going to go up and move laterally in order to avoid him. There we go. And so that will anchor that side and keep my magic user over here safe-ish. Let's see if I can use if I can manage to do... okay, there was an attempt on a backstab there, but it didn't hit. Now, backstabs are made, I think, at +4 to hit, so she just must have rolled low. Let's not put her in danger until absolutely necessary. And I still forgot to change the party order. I don't want to put it there because that'll put my character to sleep as well. Yeah, because Helen is not an elf, doesn't have any elven blood, is not partially immune. Alright, well, I'm just going to do these people in the background. Okay. Oh, the lizardmen are going to be... They're more of a problem. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're trying to be nice to them, sometimes you still can't do that, so... Now, these are actually much more of a problem for my party. This could actually... I might actually lose this combat. Lizardmen are harder to hit, and they hit like 2 or 3 times around, so... Yep. So, I'm going to try to get the sleep spell out, and then we're going to hightail it. Yeah, see, that kind of hurts. Now, he's a first level character, so that could really suck if he gets hit. So, yeah, AC4, whereas a lot of the other ones have a lot more hit points. But lesser AC. Nice thing about the slings is you don't use up any ammunition. I'm gonna take a risk here, and I'm gonna attempt another backstab. So what usually has to happen in order to backstab in this engine is you need to distract them with somebody in the front, and then hit from the opposite of the last attack. So Helen just attacked from the opposite. There we go, backstab. So right there, what happened is it did 12 damage with a broadsword, because essentially you do double damage or triple damage or something when you do a backstab. Crap. Nice was not... It didn't work. Haughty. Yeah, they attack. Great. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here to... anchor that line. I'm going to try to pick the person off and back over here. I'm going to move my spellcaster out of the way. She doesn't have anything right now. So, and she's out of spells. So, oh, I should have had her attempt to cast a spell. Ah, that was dumb. Why did I do that? Oh, because I wanted the backstab. That's why I tried that. Ah. Now, she can't cast because she just got hit. So... Really? Okay, now we can start whittling them down. There we go. Cast. I'm going to try to do hold person. And in this edition, you can get up to 3 or 4 hold persons. Oh, thank goodness. So I'm going to attempt to hightail it out of here, back to the slums. Okay. So, yeah. Kuto as well is actually more dangerous, but higher reward in terms of experience and money. So Solano is about to level up. At least with one of his classes. Rinaldo, let's see here. He needs to memorize spells. And Yuna needs to memorize spells. Let's see here. I don't believe she... No, she can't. Yeah, okay. That's because she's my other... spellcaster. Now, let's alter the order. I'm going to grab him and I'm going to drop him right there. Okay, exit. Exit and magic. Cast. Okay. Okay, so let's hear 400 experience points away from leveling up. You know what? Let's try this. Kuto as well, we got a little chewed up. We probably could go back and adventure a little bit in there. There's also another place called Sokol Keep, which is one of the places that has been mentioned by the clerk over there. So, to the west you see a mound of reeds. What's in the mound of reeds? Okay, so here's another thing you were supposed to use the code wheel for, because these are actually elven runes in the Forgotten Realms. I think actually in the 2014 Player's Manual, they might have had those as the runes as well. Anyway, this says Lux, L-U-X, Samosud, S-A-M-O, Samo, S-U-D, and Shestnai. That was the what those 3 words are. So I'm gonna turn search off. Now, yeah, here we go. This is not a great place. So I'm gonna try talking. I'm gonna try saying something. One of those words. They did not like that word. So this is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt for us. But fortunately, we do have a. Now we're not going to be able to put them to sleep. This is not going to kill a zombie. It just might kill a skeleton. No. But fortunately for us, we actually have a cleric here, and that's what we're gonna use the cleric. Now, one problem here is that the skeletons are going to take half damage from our swords, because that's what happens with skeletons in first edition. They take half damage. I've got my bow out. So let's do our broadsword and our shield. Yeah, this is going to suck. Until my... Great. Just unconscious, not dying. Okay, turn. Okay. Yeah, so maces actually did full damage against skeletons. And swords, fortunately, do full damage against zombies. Great. We came here to give him some experience, and now he's down. Not dying, but down. Now, there's not much my spellcaster can do here, because she basically has great. No spells that will affect... I should have memorized another magic missile. This might actually result in a TPK. This was probably not a bright idea. 1, thank you. Really? He's got AC 8, guys. Oh. Oh, you know what? We're going to not aim, we're going to bandage. This is not looking great. Helen is going to try to save her life at all costs. We can no longer use the darts, so we're going to do quarterstaff. There we go. Okay, this is looking a little bit brighter. But we are going to hightail it back to civilization as soon as we're done here. Oh, she should have cast a healing spell. Doi. Nope. Cast. Cast. On herself, because she's getting clobbered. Choices. And we're going to hightail it back to civilization. I don't remember if you can get attacked in there, but I'm headed back to Flan. Yeah, that was rough. So that's why I haven't been going to Sokol Keep. Let's see here. Well, I guess Kuto as well it is. In camp, we're going to do magic. And Helena's going to memorize 3 Cure Light Wounds. Yeno will memorize a magic missile in his sleep. No, she didn't actually... Thought she did a magic missile. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And then Lilana cannot memorize anything because she is down. I don't think she actually used anything anyway. Let's revive our 2 downed companions. And my headcanon is that the good clerics, will always try to heal others before themselves. Yes. So, starting with the person who's most injured. And yeah, we're just going to do that until we're ready. And I think that should be the last one. Yeah, so we rested for more than a day, so the whole party got healed. Alright, so let's exit and let's continue on. Yeah, there's another door over there I haven't gone through. I'm going to wait until I'm one level higher before I do that. Well, we can't really do anything other than combat them, so I'm going to move him up here. I'm going to do this to anchor my back line, and he's going to done and guarding, and guarding is essentially in 5th edition what we would call readying an action in case somebody comes close. So I'm going to have my other thief come over here, and yes, it was actually just plain old thief in 1st edition. They weren't as PC back in those days. And we're just going to put these guys to sleep. Okay. And why don't we switch back to darts? Now, again, my head canon is that the good clerics will not attempt to kill helpless creatures. So thieves, however, do not have that moral restriction. Neither do magic users. $18. Wonderful. Okay, let's see here. Now, here we actually should have long swords for these characters. We haven't found anything magical yet, though. So, let's see here. Now, the reason why we want magical weapons is because they're size large. And what that means is that broadswords only do 2 to 7 hit points of damage against them. 2 to 7? It's like 1d6 plus 1. And of course, they've all got magical weapons, so that's plus 1 again. So it's not super bad, but it's not as good as it could be. You end up doing a higher average damage if you use other weapons. The longsword. $51. Okay, that's slightly better in terms of the experience points take. Much better in terms of the treasure. Jeez, they really don't like Helen these days. You know what? Let's do that on Lilana as well. Now, I don't believe there's actually anything good in Kuto as well. There's not really... you just have these random encounters that you get into, usually in this area. It's just a bunch of bombed out buildings. Well, not bombed out, because they didn't have bombs. She must have already burned her thing. So, magic missile there. She already burned her sleep spell. But this character must have already done so as well. Alright, aim, manual. No, I think we might actually have more than one wave that we're fighting here. And this is something that this thing had, is they had waves of baddies. And this might be the first wave combat. I'm going to have to remember. Okay, so what I just did there is I moved close enough so that he is... That kobold leader can now no longer use his short bow and cannot make ranged attacks. Okay. Yay, 16 whole experience points. Exit. No. Yep, another band of kobolds attacks. So this is a wave attack. First one I think that they have in this game. Yeah, you jerk. Okay, so what happened there is, again, bows fire twice. I've said this in previous episodes. And so if you hit one, then sometimes it'll let you immediately roll to make another attack. And that's what happened there. That's why you got hit twice. Now, the reason why I'm not charging the guys in the back is, with that character, is again, because he's a first level fighter, doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. Yeah, so what happened there was he got hit once. I think that was Helen. Got hit once with a bow, and then the other attack probably missed. So again, here, you get to throw 3 darts around. The first one hit and killed, so then the second one, I can't target the same thing, so it lets me retarget. Exit. No. Okay, I think that's all for the waves of attacks. And we're a little bit chewed up, so we're going to hightail it back to civilization and rest. And I think we can just, at this point, I think we've essentially more or less cleared the slums, so we can just... Let's see here, let's do another sleep. I guess Solano didn't cast his spell. Okay. So Helen is going to continue to heal everybody. Cast Helen. Cast on Helen again. No. Okay, exit. Let's see here. What is Solano? He's only about 150 away from leveling up. Sorry, 300 from leveling up because so it's experience points. He needs 2,000 to level up for fighter, 2,500 for magic users. So, but the experience points are getting split evenly between his classes there. So he needs 150 times 2, or 300 in order to level up. And there's usually not much in Kuto as well, aside from like those scripted encounters that we just got into. It's mostly empty. But there is another encounter. Is this it? Yes. I'm going to try parlay nice. Yeah, they're only looking to get back to their families. My characters are good. So we're going to release them. Yep, they're evil creatures, but we're good characters. So now you're only supposed to encounter that group once. I think there are some conditions under which you can encounter them more than once. It's like a glitch in the game. That looks very suspicious. Now, there's no northern exit. This is the exit to the next area, which is Poto Plaza. We're not going to go there. Not yet. So this is the actual well that's called Kuto's Well. And if you notice, there are little doors there on that guy. I'm a little reticent to go through that. What are our spells like? Now, we definitely don't want to rest in this area, because if we do, creatures will come up out of the wells. Like, oh, what the heck. Let's see what happens if we try resting. Rest, Y, increase rest. Oh, no, okay, I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different place. All right, well, you know what? I'm not going to climb up. Yeah, and so jerks come out of nowhere and they start attacking us. So why don't we go deal with those jerks? If we can go find them. Because I believe they keep harassing you. Whoops, don't want that open. Oh, no, I don't want that open either. Let's go up through this door over here. I'm going to blur that out when I get to... Okay. So, Noriss the Gray. This is actually an not unscripted. It's scripted in terms of this, but it's not a. I hate this. I hate this encounter. But it's not a. It's not something you mission you get from like the clerk or anything. So, cast our sleep spells. We're going to need to cast our sleep spells to deal with this, because otherwise this is going to get really nasty real quick. And he may go down, so I'm going to cast the other sleep spell. Looks like that is the best place to put it. So what I'm looking at is the people who are affected by sleep over on this part over here. So I'm just gonna cast, try to clean out these lizard men. I'm gonna prioritize the ones that are. Shit. That's what I wanted to avoid. Damn it. I was gonna say I'm prioritizing the people who are cast. Okay, jerks. If we're gonna do that. They made their saving throws is effectively what happened there. Anyway, what I was going to say there, I was going to try to prioritize the lizard men that were not already asleep. Or that had the full points, because I have one that I hit. So, let's see, or she cannot use that anymore, so that... And she's just going to be a coward, hit that person. Lizardmen should probably be the priority. Decisions. That worked out. And we are going to come over here and have a conversation with that person. And then this guy is going to come over here and just try to... So sleep doesn't last very long in this edition, so we're just going to try to deal with these jerks. Let's see here. That person first, because he's farther away. Oh. No, Lilana's dying, so done bandage. Oh, look at that, he surrendered. There we go. 312 experience points, which means my character would have gone up in experience, except he went down. Great. Not a lot in terms of money, so we're just going to share that. But items. Yeah. Okay, so this is probably the more important thing. Let's see. Torvald is going to take take that and the chainmail and the arrows. Then he's just going to start to proceed up the list. Helen next. We're probably going to max out our overload all of our characters. Journal entry 10. So what we can do is go to the journals, and we can look at journal entry 10. Crude maps scratched into an old piece of parchment. I wonder what this could possibly be. Doesn't look like Kuto as well, because I don't remember these structures over here. Anyway. Now, if I remember it, there should be like a treasure hoard somewhere over here. Oh, shit. Did I want to do that? Because if I may have bungled that, and we may have to redo this entire thing. So the treasure, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to keep my people awake. Yeah. So they can benefit from the experience points they get from finding the treasure. If they were asleep, they wouldn't be able to get that. So take lots of silver. Okay. I think it's about time we hightailed it back to town. I was a little bit afraid there for a second that if I had climbed up the rungs, yes. Boom, no. I believe once you do that, there's a certain number of encounters you can have in this area, and then once you clean out Kuto, or have all those encounters and then clean out Kuto as well, then you're essentially done. There's nothing more to do in there. So when they say, hey, you can use this as your base for adventuring from now on, I believe that means you can safely rest anywhere in Kuto as well, not just in the well, but yeah, you can technically use that as a base, I think. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're probably all super overloaded, but we're going to go talk to the clerk anyway. Okay, more experience points, which means 4 of our people can actually gain levels. Share. Exit. Oh, yes. Share? Take? I think what's going on here is we have too much stuff. I'm going to drop the armor because that is probably going to be the heaviest. I don't know if I want to drop that shield. That may have been I think that was one of the kobold shields, but I might have accidentally dropped a magical shield. Okay, exit. Okay, so this is Podal Plaza, or not Podal Plaza, the library, and then Podal Plaza. Oh, come on. Alright, we're going to go over here and we're going to sell a bunch of stuff off. Pardon my French. Sell. Oh, okay. That's actually just chainmail. But that is a magical longsword. So, I'm going to ID it, and that will burn off a lot of stuff. And you know what? The other thing we're going to do is we're going to pool all of our stuff. Yena is going to buy some darts. By the way, when you pool it, it takes it out of your inventory. So, anybody who was overloaded due to all the stuff they're carrying is now no longer overburdened. But let's hear what happened. So now when we take, we should be able to share that equally among all of us, and yeah. All right, so magical longsword +1. That will actually help us deal with bigger baddies. The large size bad guys, because it does extra damage. The long swords did more damage to large size creatures in this edition. Join, and broadswords only did like 1d6 +1. Why they did it that way, not sure. I'd probably have to ask Gary Gygax or some of the other people that were around back then. Unfortunately, a lot of them are starting to slip beyond the veil, as they would say, and I think in Babylon 5. Oh no, I think that's just Tolkien reference. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, exit. I'm just going to have my characters go and rest. We're gonna level up, and then I'm gonna call that an end to this episode, because we managed to find 2 new areas. We managed to get into Sokol Keep, and then we managed to kill off Noriss the Gray. So, camp, magic, memorize, and we did actually level up. So that will help keep some of our people alive. And let's see here. It looks like Solano is going to get some more hit points when he levels up, which is going to be good for him, because he, as a fighter magic user, he splits his hit points between the 2 classes. So he gets essentially D5 hit points for the fighter and 1D2 hit points for the magic user, because that's just the way they did it. They said, well, if you're a split class, you should only get half the hit points from this class and half the hit points from that class. So that really, I mean, it's good and it's bad. I mean, it's bad in the sense that it kind of limits your hit points, but it's also, what I found in practical terms in this game, is also tends to like it's a little bit better than the average. Now I'm gonna save scum in order to get as many hit points as I need, because as we found out last time, the RNGs is sometimes really the random number generator associated with this sometimes really screws you. So let's see. No. Let's see here. What do we have? We have a fighter, a thief, probably 2 thieves going training, probably Lilana and Maynala. Now they for some reason they did something in this edition where you actually get 3rd level thief. Why does she only have 5 hit points? You wish to train. Yes, let's see what she gets. So I'm hoping for like 3 hit points here. 2. I'm gonna live with it. For some reason in this edition they decided that people should have different experience levels for each. Wait. Oh, that's the wrong character. Different experience points for each class. Okay, 20 hit points. I think I can live with that. Save on C. I actually forgot to check what it was before, but this is going to be more critical because Solano is a frontline character. Save on C. So here's where we're really going to want to save scum. So train, be a 2nd level fighter. We're hoping for around 11. 12. That'll do it. So it's probably the Constitution bonus. Save on C. Oh, shoot. He has 18 Constitutions. That means I probably could have had a maximum of 15. Okay. I already saved it. Too late. We're going to have to go through this part. Oh, well, it's slower than... No. No. Okay. Yes. Save on C. And train Yenna. Train. 9 hit points, so 13-ish is what we're looking for. Now, she's just gotten the 2nd level spells, so I'm going to do Stinking Cloud, because that is the one that I found to be most useful. We will need Knock at some point. 12. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Save on C. I don't want to save scum too much. Okay. There is our level up. Oh, so what I'm going to do is I'll just go and memorize spells so that when we come back tomorrow for the next adventure, it will... Oh, shoot. Oh, we lost one of the proclamations. LIX, I think. I wonder if that was something to do with Kuto as well. Magic memorize. I'll look that up when we're memorizing stuff. Nope. Memorize Stinking Cloud. Is it? Let's actually see what her. I think she can actually train as a magic user too. All right, we'll do that. Um, 60 platinum. So who has platinum? You know what? Solana was overloaded, so we're gonna trade to Liliana. Usually when I come in here, I'll just type 99. If 99 is more than the amount that it has, it just transfers the entire amount. So she should have 120. She needs 200. Helen's getting close, but you know we've got oh, exit. Okay, trade. Let's see here. She should have 120, so let's just do 80. And then when Helen gets ready to level up, we can just trade a little bit to her. Okay. Okay, I am gonna save scum here though, because Liliana has less than 10 hit points. Constitution. Okay, so I'm hoping to get 2 out of this. So we'll see what we get. Save on C. Train the character. Yes. And let's see her. She already had. Magic missile, so she probably doesn't need that. I don't usually do shocking grasp or burning hands. Maybe it could be an interesting idea to try. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to do charm person. See if that becomes useful. All right, so let's see here. Proclamations. We'll go and sell Proclamation LIX. That was the one that disappeared. Be it known the council is interested in reclaiming remaining blocks of New City, New Flan. To reclaim the blocks, they must be cleared of monsters, vermin, other uncivilized inhabitants. To this end, the council is offering a reward to any person or group who is responsible for clearing the blocks of the old city. So that was the slums. I cleared the slums last time, and 8. Shoot. All right. No. Let's reload that. Yeah, I'm save scumming. But you know what? We need more hit points than that. Load on C. Train Lilana. Yes. What did I do? Charm person. Okay. Only one hit point again. It's fine. It's a coin flip. You get one or two. Chances are that you'll roll the same thing a couple of times. But she really needs the hit points. There we go. Save on C. Okay, begin adventuring. Yeah, I guess the one really good thing is like for being a dual class character like Solano, he actually I think gets gets the Constitution bonus every time he gains a level. I think that's the way that works. So he actually gets more stuff. Now let's see here. She has sleep. We're gonna do charm person. I'm gonna try to. I think what that does is it briefly changes somebody to your side during combat. So that's what she's going to do. And does anybody else have anything they can memorize? Nope. Nope. Okay, so that's where I'm going to call it a quits for today. Now, one other thing to note is Yenna actually is now a 3rd level magic user, so that means her magic missiles are now more potent. So I know in the recent editions it's like you get a certain number and then you can upcast it by pushing the 1st level spell into a higher level slot, and then you can get more missiles. So the way it worked in this one is you get 1 missile for every 2 levels. So 1 and 2 you get 1 missile, and then 3 and 4 you get 2 missiles, and then 5 and 6 you get 3 missiles. So it's essentially divide your level by 2 and round up, and that's how many missiles you get. So as you level up, your spell becomes more powerful. It's not just that you are upcasting it. So Yenna will actually be able to do more damage with her magic missiles from now on. And the same will apply to the other characters as they gain a level. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm going to call it quits for today. And I will go ahead and